What's up, Darkalicious? My name is Lydia.
This is Kenny G.
And today we're going to be talking about a hot button issue, which is, I guess, hot button only to some
Semi-hot button
It's
issue.
just, well, maybe it's a hot button issue for us.
Pissed.
Okay, so I was looking at the unofficial Anime North group that's on Facebook, and there were screen caps and discussions about how Anime North 2019 they are removing their attendance cap. So if you don't know what attendance cap is, it's usually like they have like a set amount of passes that they're going to sell like online and you know every day like in person, right? So and the reason for the attendance cap is usually just to stop overcrowding and you know make sure that fire codes are enforced and everything like that. So now that they're removing it, it concerns us.
Yes. Well, okay, so they put in an attendance cap because of overcrowding, right? I remember the years, like 2-3 years ago. That would be what? Anime North 2015, probably 2015, 2016. It was a nightmare. I remember going and just waiting in lines and waiting in lines, going from line to line to line. It was a nightmare to get into the dealer's room. It was a nightmare. The only thing that we enjoyed was the Nomichi because...
The best part of it,
Because
to be honest.
Even then, there was a huge line for the Nomichi because it was... They weren't, like, taking people, processing people quickly. So it was lines there, too, overcrowded,
like
right?
for sellers.
For sellers.
Yeah.
For sellers to get in, right? And then it was overcrowding when you went to events. We went to a bunch of events. It was overcrowded basically everywhere you went.
We were like in line 90% of the time.
I remember when we left that convention, we filmed the video, and we might have it kicking around somewhere. But basically, it was the worst Anime North ever, right? It was so crowded that it was just a nightmare, and we didn't like it, right? Maybe as like a 17-year-old, you might be like, oh, I'm with my friends, so it doesn't matter. We're just having fun in our hotel, you know. But for us as older people, we're not that old, but
no, I know. It's just
but like
the patience is just not there.
But as someone approaching your 30s, right? You're like, this is a waste of time.
Yes.
This is a wait. You're like, just can I get in these events, right? Like every event was overcrowded and it was not very enjoyable.
No.
And we were miserable. Even remember waiting for food?
Yes.
Or trying to go to the Harveys.
We got kept at the food line. Remember that?
Yeah, and we tried to go to Harveys and then the Subway was like, they were like sold out of all the food. And so anyways, I'm yammering on. Where are we going to go from here? Basically, they're lifting the attendance cap, right?
Like, the reason why they said that they're lifting the attendance cap is because they've rented out more space at the TCC. Or TTC. TTC. So,
Toronto
Convention Center.
TCC.
Anyways, so they're like that. We're renting out more space. We gotta. I'm sure they have to make up more money because they're taking up more space. So that's probably why they're lifting the attendance cap. But as a con goer, it's awful when there's too many people. It's the community feeling is gone, and you turn into Fan Expo.
It's just basically you turn into Fan Expo. Anime North already is like the years where they had the cap were the best years. Yeah. Right? Besides the earlier years where Anime North wasn't humongous, right? But once it became like everyone and their mom knows what Anime North is and they're all going, right? It became a nightmare. And only when they put in the attendance cap did they start to have some control of flow of people, right? Now they're saying their argument online, right, is they're lifting the attendance cap, which I mean, you can draw your own conclusions from that, but my conclusion would be that we're gonna have a crap ton more people. I know people personally who don't go because the weekend pass is sold out. So, on this debate that's happening online, the one fellow was like, well, passes don't sell out. Passes haven't sold out the last couple of years. Yes, but weekend passes sold out, didn't they? I'm pretty sure weekend passes sold out. It was like the one-day passes. The Friday passes don't usually sell out, and the Sunday passes don't usually sell out. The Saturdays, I think they sell out, but I don't have the numbers. And weekend passes, I'm pretty sure, are the ones that do sell out.
Yeah, I think so. Because like they're opened up. They open up I think January 2nd is usually when, like January 2nd on like midnight is when they open up the weekend passes. So they go pretty quickly, I think. We don't have the numbers. Unfortunately, that's the thing. Sorry, okay. They're either hidden or we just can't find them. But I couldn't find the past sales numbers. But far as I'm aware, they do sell out to some degree at least. And if they don't sell out, then what's the point of lifting the cap? What is the purpose? Yes, of course, money. Yes. But for the children. Think of the children.
Oh, my bad. I didn't think of the children.
It's just
no, but you get what I'm saying
is
if they're not reaching the cap, there's no reason to remove the cap. It doesn't make any sense, right?
No, I agree.
Right?
But it's just
if you have an auditorium that can fit 1,000 people, but only 500 fill up the room, why would you put in more seats to accommodate more? Do you know what I'm saying?
I mean, and I would think that, making there a cap, wouldn't there be some sort of like urgency to buy? Like it's like a limited edition and people are like, oh, I better get my pass. Like when it's not, like when there's no cap, it's I don't know. It's like kind of like free game. Like Anime North has had some improvements over the years. Like for example,
I think the last couple of years have gotten better.
Yes, thank you. Like they mail you the passes now if you pay that $25 fee, which is huge because if you didn't do that, you spend like 3/4 of your Friday in line.
That's such a good service.
So like that, I have to, I have to commend them for that. That is good of them. However, they did something this year that really screwed us over, and I wasn't too happy about it. But
which one was that?
So what they did was that Anime North usually negotiates hotel rates for you, just because you're part of the con and stuff like that. So this year they negotiated hotel rates. However, you had to book a minimum 3-night stay, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, checkout Sunday.
That's such a scam.
It's brutal because, you know what? When I first started going to Anime North, and I lived with my parents, I would do the Thursday thing, and I'm an adult, so I'm at a hotel. But I have my own house, and a hotel room costs a lot of money. So
yeah,
I only did Friday, Saturday, checkout. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, checkout Sunday. However, if you were to book the 2 nights only, they automatically cancel your reservation. So I had to book with a hotel that's all the way down Dixon Road because they put in this new rule.
I forgot they did that.
It was brutal. It was brutal.
We should have made a video just about that.
Why did they do it? Exactly. They get a kickback from the hotels. Shocking. So it's been an annoyance.
Put two and two together.
And
both of these are money-oriented decisions.
It's very frustrating, especially because I've been going to Anime North since I was 15. So
loyal fans. I've been going to Anime North since the moment I learned that it existed, right? Which was through you.
Yeah.
But easily 10 plus years.
Right.
And you've been going longer than I.
Yes.
So we're loyal fans of Anime North who love Anime North. We go every year, even though we had horrible experiences, we still went back the next year. We were glutton for punishment, basically.
Yeah. Well, but it's the only we don't take long trips. We're not we're going to Hawaii or whatever. We go to conventions. That's what I use my vacation time for as I go to conventions. Yeah. I mean So this is like the crown jewel of my year is Anime North.
Yes.
Anime North and YetiCon. Thank God YetiCon came around because it's amazing.
It's a secret.
I know. So anyways, it's just very frustrating that like not only did they do the hotel, you know, thing, now they're doing the lifting the attendance cap thing. So I'm like, what else are they gonna do to ruin my weekend?
Did they raise the badge prices?
I'm sure that's probably coming.
I'm sure
that's coming. So it's just very frustrating. Like I feel like I'm constantly getting abused by Anime North, and it's just like, but like I just keep coming back because
for charity. It's for charity.
They have a monopoly, but not for long.
Not for long.
So
according to some fellows.
So here's a convention we just learned about that's happening in April of 2019, and it's happening downtown at the Metro Toronto Convention Center, and it is called IFF, so International Fan Festival Toronto. So essentially, what this festival is a celebration of like anime and
music, video games. I don't know what else. There was like 5 things.
Yeah.
It said there was 5 pillars they were doing it on.
Yeah. And
but basically, it's the same group of people that would be attending Anime North, except for we all know that the downtown area is much more accommodating in the sense that it's a huge facility. What is that? The Metro
Toronto Convention Center.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That one is humongous. It spans over, like, you cross this bridge and there's all these sections. It's the same one that Fan Expo's hosted in.
There's even, like, a hotel, like, inside as well.
Yeah, there's a hotel built into it, and then there's hotels all around the area.
Yeah, so, I mean,
it must be spending big bucks to get that building.
Oh, totally.
I mean,
but like this is where Anime North should have moved. Anime North should have moved from.
That's what I was saying to you last year.
Yeah, last year we were talking about this, where it's just like, you know, like I feel like it's evolved past its, you know, space.
It shouldn't be like this. I'm pretty sure we said this in our other video.
We talked about this before. Sorry,
Anime North should not be. Well, they're not going to go listen to the other video probably.
Sorry.
But Anime North, Anime North should not be split over 5 different hotels or 3 hotels or whatever it is, plus the main building, the TCC, right? It's like everything should be in one spot, and you leave to get food if necessary.
You shouldn't even need
food should be on site as well, and there is some food on site which they have improved in the last couple of years.
And they've let in like food trucks and everything, so you don't have to pay for
have
$6
improved,
hot dogs.
but Anime North has the clout, right? Because everyone knows Anime North, so it's like they should have been the ones to move to downtown Toronto, not some other festival to come in and steal away the fans, and they're gonna go. There's no saying that that's what's gonna happen, but the fans could potentially go to this IFF festival, right?
Yeah.
And then be like, well, I'm out of money, I'm not going to Anime North.
Possible.
Right? Possible. So who knows what's really gonna happen? We can't predict the future. I wish I was a mind reader. I'd predict the lottery numbers, right?
Yeah.
But I would say from I don't know.
Past experience would say that lifting an attendance cap is not a good plan. But obviously we have no.
Maybe they have better systems in place for controlling traffic flow. I still don't think that's going to control the fact that you're going to have overcrowding at panels. Nonsense like not being able to get into the maid cafes, which happens every year.
Yeah,
and then
every single year.
Or like the lines everywhere else, right? Massive lines everywhere. I would certainly like to see whether the weekend passes sold out last year, right? That's what I would like to see, because they're arguing that passes don't sell out. So then why are we lifting the cap? Right? If the cap was 30, let's just say the cap was 35,000, raise it to 36,000. Why do you got to remove it completely, unless it's like a financial decision, right? It's a financial decision. We all know it's a financial decision. We're not stupid. I mean, we should be optimistic and hope for the best, but past experience tells us that
it's probably gonna be overcrowded again. So it's we'll not
see.
something to look
We'll
forward
see.
to when you're like, oh god, this shit again.
This
But,
combined with the hotel move,
yeah,
it's 2 question marks that won't be answered until Anime North comes and we see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it will actually deter people, right? And they'll have even less attendance. I'd be interested to see what happens.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I mean, because Anime North has such, like you said, they have such clout. They have such monopoly.
They have such clout.
It's like people are going to come regardless.
Well,
so,
for sure, Anime North's still going to be swamped with people no matter what.
Yes.
Even if that IFF festival is legit and it becomes huge, people still go to Anime North. But it'd be interesting to see whether their maneuvers that they've done, the two stunts they've pulled, along with IFF coming in and then Fan Expo and YetiCon surrounding Anime North. So I mean, you have IFF the month before Anime North, YetiCon the month after Anime North. These cons are surrounding Anime North, bookending them, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
So you have IFF, Anime North, YetiCon, right? So people are loving YetiCon.
Yes.
IFF is downtown Toronto. There is potential that Anime North, as the middle guy, loses out, right?
Possible.
People will be like, I only have so much money. I mean, that's us too, right?
Yeah,
we only have so much money. I'm sorry.
Choosy with our conventions,
and maybe we'll
right?
check out IFF. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool. Yeah, I mean, I hope they.
If their ticket pricing is good, I will go. If their ticket pricing is Anime North rate, I will not go.
I'll go. I'm kidding though. Yes, don't worry. We are a unified front.
Yes.
Okay, so anyways, let us know in the comments below what you think about them not putting in an attendance cap this year, and if there's any other Anime North things that have been happening this year that are just making you really frustrated, we want to hear about it in the comments below. So if you like what you see, please hit the subscribe button, give us a couple of likes and a share, tell your friends,
tell your mom, tell your teacher, tell your dog.
Definitely, and your cat, don't forget.
Your dad too.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so this has been
Tell your neighbors.
Lydia. This has been Lydia.
And Kenny G.
Okay, and it's been fun dorking out with you. Bye.
Bye.